Paul, fixtures first. Always an exciting day.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I mean, it's. I always think this is the real start now. Although we've had one day of pre-season so far for the players, and they're in for the second one today. I think when the fixtures come out, you've actually got something to look forward to, something to plan for, and what a tough start. Gillingham away, probably one of our longest journeys. But you look at that first run of games, the first 11 games. I think we've got 5 of our longest trips, or certainly 4 of them. So a real tough start. But the truth of it is, if you want to achieve something in any league, you've got to go to all these places. You've got to play each other home and away. So there's some really exciting games to look forward to.
I think other than Cheltenham away, most of our long trips are before Christmas. Is it good to get those out the way?
Yeah, I mean, we were the other way around last season. I think every single one of our away games were an overnight stay after Christmas last year, and it does become a real test. The amount of time on the road that we have. So I'm actually just going through the list now, looking at when we might be able to travel on the train, when it's going to be afternoon beds, when it's going to be an overnight, when it's pre-match. So we're just starting to look at all of that now. There's lots of planning that will need to get in place, but it's what you're involved in football for, to be getting ready for the start of the season. So really exciting times to come, hopefully.
Barrow at home first game. Great way to start at Brunton Park.
Brilliant, absolutely fantastic to play the local derby at home when all of the changes will be made to the stadium. Hopefully everything will be finished by that point. We had a tremendous crowd for the Barrow game in League 2 last time, so I would hope it's going to be the same again. Let's deal with the first game, Gillingham away. Let's see what comes in the cup tomorrow, and who we've got in that one. But no, there's lots and lots to look forward to.
Just said upstairs at the fixture breakfast that aim is promotion. Probably means 2 points a game. It doesn't really matter where we get them.
No, not at all. You've got to average that over the season to try and achieve that. I haven't actually done the calculations yet of what last season's done to those average points that you need for champions, for promotion and all that sort of stuff. That's something I will do while I'm laid up a little bit, but no, that's what we want to do. That's what we want to go for. We've got to get a group of players together who are good enough to do that, but also have that single-mindedness that's what they all want to do as well.
Finishing at home against Salford as well, always good as well.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I mean it's one of them where you look ahead and hope that we're playing for something. Either we've already achieved something or we're playing for something in that Salford game. So yeah, that's a bonus to be able to finish the season that way. So loads. I think the Christmas games, 26 and 29, having Morecambe and Accrington at home, that's brilliant for us, brilliant for our supporters. Even the January the 1st game, Crewe away, it's not a massive journey for them. So it's for once, I've got to say the fixtures have been quite kind to our supporters in terms of those games. Probably not the first game of the season, but I know we've got so many supporters down in the south that they'll be delighted with Gillingham and they'll probably come along for that first one.
On to other things. Ethan Robson in today. What kind of things are you expecting from him?
Yeah, well, I think he's a really good footballer. He's left-footed, so he gives us a little bit more balance in that midfield area. I think we've got quite a few players who are sort of that number 6 controller midfield players, whereas Ethan's a little bit more forward thinking. He's a little bit more got more legs about him to go and get forward and get in the box. He's got a wonderful left foot for finding that pass. Probably in terms of the last couple of seasons, he's not the one who's finding the pass that leads to a goal, but he's finding the pass that leads to the assist for the goal. I want him to add more goals to his game, and that's the challenge for him, that he can do that, because when you've got a sweet left foot like he's got, I want him to go test goalkeepers. I want him to be able to go and work the keeper and try and add goals to his game, which will be a real big bonus for us from a midfield player.
Once Callum's back as well, that provides real competition in those areas.
Yeah, it does. I think we're trying to get competition in all areas. I want it to be a real competitive group that we're assembling. There's still one area in defence that I want to strengthen. I want to add to, because we've only got one sort of recognised one in that area. But then it's the forward areas, which is always the hardest. But that's what we're working to. We've been working for weeks and weeks trying to do it. We've missed out on some ones that I thought would really help us for different reasons. But the truth is, nobody cares about who we've missed out on. They just want to see who's coming in, and we've got to keep working to get those players in who are going to help us.
Ethan already seems like a really good character as well. Important to add that to the group.
Definitely, he's experienced. He's not a young kid. I think the guys who we've brought in so far are good experienced players. People like Aaron Hayden, Terrell Thomas, Cammy Harper, or even though he's only young, has been a captain, so he's obviously shown leadership qualities. I can see the way that he plays in the times I've watched him, that he tries to lead by example. I don't think he's a real vocal character. But I think just bringing new faces in brings enthusiasm, brings a freshness that hopefully everybody will rise to.
Anything else close?
Well, no, I can't say close. We've got other things that are ticking along, but whether they happen or not, we've just got to wait and see. It's been quite frustrating in the forward areas because we've made some really, really good financial offers to players, but they've chosen to go for less money, but to clubs who are in a better area for them, which is a real frustration. But it's something we have to just deal with. We can't get screwed up about it. It's life. But we'll keep working to try and get players in who we think will help us.
I know you would have liked to have everybody signed by now, but you're happy with the place we're at?
No, definitely. I think we're in a better place than we have been for the last 2 summers. As I sit here in the first part of pre-season, I think we are in a really good place. I still want that little bit more, but maybe that's all managers. Maybe all managers say that. I don't really know, but no, we're in a good place, and we've just got to keep working to make it even better.
The lads are back for pre-season, but you're still not fit. You obviously trust Billy and Gav to look after that until you can be back out there.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, they're 2 guys. Well, the whole staff, I can trust them all. It's just unfortunate timing for me in terms of I needed to have the knee replacement. I've put it off for 2 years now. When I first got the job, I was booked in to have it done, but there was too much that needed to do in, so I had to put it off. Last summer I was booked in to have it again, and we got to the playoffs and I didn't have the time to do it then. But last season, it massively affected my whole life and my whole well-being. And I'm not prepared to put myself through that, if I'm honest with you. So I got it done. I should have had it done early on, but it was delayed a little bit. So I had it done last Thursday. I'm still only on day 6, I think it is. So I'll be honest, I'm not in a good place with it. It's been tough. Luckily, I've got good support around me. But in terms of the job here, we've done all of the planning. We know exactly what the sessions all entail, what sort of levels they need to get to. And I get a video sent of the sessions, so I've watched Monday. I was impressed with the state that the players have come back in. Some of them have given themselves a hell of a chance with what they've done over the summer. So I'm really looking forward to getting myself recovered for this next week, and then I'll get my staples out of my knee on Monday, which I don't think is going to be pleasant, and then I expect to be able to come back in and to be at least overseeing it. I'm certainly not going to be able to demonstrate or go put crosses in with my left foot, but I know that'll come because for me this is a life-changing surgery that I had to have. A 57-year-old, I don't need to be going through life in pain, so I'm really looking forward to getting over this first bit, which is not good, but then looking forward to a wonderful season ahead.
Next week, obviously Staples out, first important thing, but then build up to that Penrith game during the week.
Yeah, I mean the Penrith game, all of the pre-season games are an extension of training. Penrith, Kendal, Workington are an extension of training. The likelihood is we'll train in the morning, and then they'll all get 45 minutes for Penrith and Kendal. Workington will be 60-30s probably, same with St Mirren, and then we'll then start building it up. But the players have got a lot of work to do before we even start considering Penrith. We'll nurse them all through, and we're at that point where we don't take any chances. If anybody's feeling anything, we just drop them out, and we make sure that we give ourselves the best chance of having everybody fit for that 10th of August fixture.
Fixtures out today, kit out today, very exciting and a lot to look forward to, isn't there?
Oh, loads to look forward to. I think the kits are fantastic. I really do. I think they're really good design. I mean, the 74-75 kit is my favourite kit. It's what I remember as a kid. So to see that shirt, to see it replicated, I think is a great gesture towards that fantastic team. Really good that the club is celebrating that, and the away kit maybe not going to take the eye as much as the fruit salad, but again I think it's a really smart kit, and I think that both kits will grow on people, and I would imagine they'll sell like hotcakes like they did last year.